Hi, my name is Charity Barnes. I am an equine classifieds consultant, more commonly known as an ad writer. Basically, I help people sell their horses online. When it comes down to finding your horse the right home, it all hangs on the verbiage that you put in your ad. Oh, it's simple really. A client will bring me their ad that they have written and some photos of their horse that they're trying to sell, and I will revise the ad for them and then touch up the photos a little bit and make it just overall more buyer friendly. So take my client Marina for example. So she adopted a wild Mustang a few days ago and it just hasn't been progressing like she thought it would, and so she is ready to rehome or adopt out this Mustang. So she sent me her ad, and I'm going to show you what her ad was, and then I will show you how I revised her ad to make it more buyer friendly. As I said, it's all about the verbiage, and you have to use these essential phrases in your ad. You have to use the phrases, "no fault of his own," and "my loss is your gain." You can even use them in the same sentence if you want to. It doesn't matter. You have to have those phrases in your ad. Secondly, you have to be selling as a third party. So even if it's your horse, never say, "I'm selling my horse." You say, "I'm selling for a friend or a distant relative or a friend of a friend." You always remove yourself from the equation so that you don't take ownership for the sale. Thirdly, include a reason why you're selling for your friend. So your friend, family member fell ill or had a baby or is struggling, or some reason that will negate questions, because it would be inappropriate to be asking your friend history questions about the horse while they're going through this very hard time. Often I have clients who feel uncomfortable changing the breed of their horse for an ad. An example would be with Appaloosas. So often Appaloosas have a stubborn connotation, and so that keeps some buyers a little bit shy. So I like to change that breed quite often to the Norieker or the Knobstrooper. It just helps people who are unfamiliar with those breeds. If they do look them up, they look like an Appaloosa, so you wouldn't really know. But that is one way that I like to help those breeds, or even genders. A lot of people do not like mares. And so oftentimes I will change, will say that it's a gelding, and then once they show up to the ranch and they do find out that it is a mare, they are less hesitant towards it because they've already met it. But sometimes there's power in just getting people to the barn or to the sales facility. So I often encourage changing of breeds and genders for that purpose alone. So I always have my clients send me their ads so I can look over what they have and maybe pull some little nuggets from there. So this is Geronimo, Marina's horse. He is a 12-year-old wild Mustang. He's ideal for an experienced rider with a trainer. He has a few vices. He bucks, bolts, doesn't stand, doesn't tie, and he spooks at everything. He needs someone who wants a challenge, she says, and he is for sale at $500. So I'll show you the ad that I remade for her and that we are going to post. So I often will change the name of the horse if I don't think that it is fitting. So Geronimo kind of has maybe a bad rap for a horse, but Sweet Boy, it makes you feel like he's a sweet, sweet boy. And so also sometimes I change the photos. All of the pictures that she had were with him with his ears back or rearing or bucking or kicking, and obviously that isn't really what we are going for. So I just pulled one of these. This is one of my old clients. So I just pulled that out of my archives and used it for this one. But once they're at the barn, they really won't notice just a slight difference in the facial markings. So my new ad that I wrote says, "I am helping out my friend list her horse. She does not have the time to put into him anymore while taking care of her ill family member." Sweet Boy is an 8-year-old quarter horse gelding. So you'll see there I did a little breed change. So we went from wild Mustang to quarter horse, from 12 years old to 8 years old. Just a few little minor tweaks help the ad perform better. Sweet Boy is for sale at no fault of his own. So there I'm using my phrase. "Our loss is your gain," second phrase. He is an in-your-pocket type of personality, destined for the show pen. If you mention the show pen, you can usually get a little bit more in your pocket, really. This handsome boy loves people and attention. So if you're going to mention the show, you definitely want to mention that he loves people and attention. And then we have, he is registered, but his papers are in storage. She will send them to you when Aunt Sally is recovered from her illness. Okay, so going along with the ill family member, obviously he actually isn't a registered quarter horse, but after they have him, they won't even care about the papers. That's just how it goes. He has done it all and can go in any direction. And then we did a little price bump here for $4,000 or best offer. So yeah, that's basically the rundown from the before to the after, and you can see that there is, this is just an amazing horse that, you know, makes me want to buy him. So just a few little tweaks will really help your ad perform. Yeah, so that's really just one example, and this is really one that I didn't have to do too many changes to. So just one example of what I offer here. My name is Charity Barnes, and I would love to help you find your horse its perfect new home. I have clients who feel uncomfortable with changing, this is so funny, to change the breed to a no Riker or a Knob Stopper, Strooper, however you say that word.